I wanted to talk about the recent oil change fiasco that I did with this car, because it was in such a heat of the moment thing. I didn't even have time to really plan out or even film a video for it. It happened because I was headed out of town on a business trip and the car needed to be serviced, so I focused more on the service than I did on recording the experience. But I figured I would talk you guys through it, to start. So to give you a little bit of context, I live in an apartment complex, and our lease agreement says we're not allowed to work on cars in the parking lot. Thankfully enough, there is a half-abandoned shopping center less than half a mile from where I live, so it's easy enough for me to go and put the car up on a jack or ramps and go work on it in that parking lot, and if I need anything, I can always, run back, to the apartment to grab, a spare set of tools or anything like that. So it's pretty convenient. So I pack everything up in the car and I drive up to the, the second lot. I get everything prepped. I put the ramps out, roll the car up onto the ramps. No issues yet. Get underneath the car, go to take off, the screws that hold the under tray in. Not a problem there. Drop the under tray out, slide it out from in front of me, dump a shit ton of gravel on your face. Par for the course, right? Then this is where it gets a little bit rough, because I go to take the drain plug out and I can't. I'm putting all of my body weight into this thing where I'm physically dragging the car on the ramps across the asphalt. I'm putting that much weight into trying to break this thing loose, and it's not breaking loose. So what I do then is I put a closed-ended wrench over the top of the nut so that I know for a fact it's not going to kind of strip out on me. And then I took my torque wrench, my 2-foot torque wrench. I believe it's like an 18-inch torque bar, but I took that and started swinging it like a baseball bat underneath this car onto the wrench to break this bolt loose. I beat this thing probably 15-20 times before I ever got it to turn an 1/8 of an inch. But the second I saw that 1/8 of an inch turn, oh my god, the amount of relief I had felt. Because granted, I was doing this in a parking lot while it's 80 something degrees out, probably 85, 90, and I'm dripping in sweat, crawled underneath this car, frustrated. Oh my goodness, it was something I wouldn't wish on anyone. But the second I got it to turn, that little 1/8 of a turn, oh, I instantly felt relief. I could then hand crank this, drain bolt out, thankfully. And then I swapped into trying to get the oil filter off. And then I ran into the same issue with the oil filter. This thing was so tight on, I had to wrap it in a latex glove, put an oil filter wrench over the top of it, and then use my own hand as an additional pressure point to squeeze the oil filter wrench around it. And even then, I still could only get it to turn after almost putting my whole body weight against this thing. So just getting the drain plug and the oil filter off took me almost like an hour. Oh, and let me not forget, I brought everything with me to do the oil change, right? I said this? I didn't. I left the new oil filter sitting at home on my desk. So I had already drained all the oil out, so it's not like I could drop the car and drive back and go pick up the filter and then continue on, right? So I had to run back to the house, get the oil filter, then come back and then install the oil filter. All while my car is literally sitting in pieces and parts in the middle of this public parking lot. So, was a great time. Get the oil in. I'm like, cool, everything's done now, right? set the car down, go through the diagnostic check. I only put, this car is supposed to take 5.5 quarts. This car is supposed to take 5.5 quarts. I only put 5 quarts into it to start. So it's got 5 quarts in it. It's off the ramps. I do the test procedure, whatever it is, like the oil check. And it comes back overfilled on oil. And I'm like, how? I'm like, I put less than the recommended amount in, you know? So I get back underneath the car again, drain some more of the oil. And granted, this is the fresh oil I just put in. I probably drained about a quart out, close it back up, start the car, drive it around the parking lot, pull it back on, you know, to where it's flat and level, do the oil check again. Still says it's overfilled. I'm like, I don't know what you want from me at this point. You know, I can't be taking out more than, you know, more than a quart, otherwise we'll be running low. So I pack everything up, head out for the day. I go to, I think I was meeting my friend for lunch. Go to grab lunch. I pull into the lot. The lot's perfectly flat, and I'm like, okay, the car's been running for a bit now. I was like, let me check the oil again. Go to check the oil. It goes oil level low, and I'm like, how? I'm like, this is ridiculous, right? I'm like, I check underneath. It's not dripping oil. We're not leaking oil. Everything in there is fine for oil. I'm like, so what's the issue? So I add in a little bit more oil. Do the check again. Now it comes back, it's perfect. I'm like, I have no clue what's going on. Then I look at the dash, the oil light's on. I'm like, okay, YouTube, how to clear oil code, blah, blah, blah. Literally just turn the car to standby mode, press the gas pedal to the floor 3 times, turn the car off, turn the car on, code's cleared. Cool. Can't clear scheduled maintenance that way though. You have to use multi-ECU scan on a Windows computer through the OBD2 port to clear the scheduled maintenance, or not clear the scheduled maintenance, but reset scheduled maintenance back to the proper interval. So I had to do all that, but I don't have a Windows laptop to be able to hook up to the car. So I had to call my buddy who has a shop at 7 o'clock at night at this point and go, hey, can you clear this code before I head out of town tomorrow at 10 a.m.? And he goes, yeah, I got you. Just bring it on by. So I get to this guy's shop at 7:30 at night. He does the multi-ECU scan, gets everything proper, resets the scheduled maintenance, and bon appetit. Car works beautifully. I've been checking the oil. We're good on oil. But golly, what a headache that was. Oh, and to top it off at the end when the oil was actually fine and good and dandy again, my impact that I was using to take the under tray off died. So I had to hand screw all these bolts back to the underside of the car in the sweltering heat after already having to deal with the fact that I couldn't get the filter off, couldn't get the drain plug off, had too much oil, had too little oil. So I was, I said some very choice words to quite a few things that day, but hey, the oil's changed now, and now I know for the future that the drain plug and filter will not be ugga-dugga on. They will be hand tight and torqued to spec. So hip hip hooray for owning an Alfa.